Hi, this is Nayalla. Thank you so much for joining me again today. So today what I'm going to be doing is sharing with you a revised EFT tapping for Face the Fear. So it was very interesting because when I first started doing this channel, I was in a place of not being very comfortable in front of the camera, full stop. I'd usually, if somebody pointed a camera in my direction, I would quickly disappear. Even unfortunately, the family photos, there's not an awful lot of me, because I didn't feel comfortable in front of the camera or speaking either. I used to get terrible anxiety at one point about speaking to people, like even just on if somebody called me randomly. I used to just ignore the phone a lot of the time and not answer the phone. Used to be very difficult even just going to the shop, and getting things from the shop. Used to cause an awful lot of anxiety. So I have learned that by facing your fears, you actually can become a lot stronger and a lot more empowered. Things that you used to think were very scary, very frightening, and used to avoid, by actually going into them, there is a lot of growth to be gained from that. Now it's very interesting because I actually got trolled this morning on Twitter. I did a little video of empowerment, really highlighting to people that you can, just take a minute just to pause and breathe and tune in with your heart, rather than getting caught up in maybe some like chaotic energy going around you or hysteria. And this one person decided to send me a message saying that I looked crazy. Now, that would have been something that I was trying to avoid at one point. It would be, no, I'm not putting myself out there, because what are they going to say about me? What are they going to think about me? What is going to come back my way? And today I would just send a message back to him like, oh, I hope you find the love that you clearly need right now. Be well. And then I was wondering, maybe I should have just ignored it, but it was me sending love back into a situation that might have actually, sent me back. In the past, it might have got me retreating, going back under my rock, and maybe even, maybe giving up. But I'm much stronger now. I'm much more resilient, because I have realized that by facing our fears, like I said, there is a lot of growth to be had from that. We become a lot more resilient, and we realize that we're a lot stronger than we first thought we were as well. We tap into our inner strength, and we then, like I said, tune into empowerment. So, if you would like to take part in this EFT tapping for Face the Fear, it's really important that we are fully hydrated before doing any energy work or before any EFT tapping. So if you haven't got any water at hand, or you haven't had a drink yet, then please make sure to get some water. So you might want to pause this video, go and get yourself a nice glass of water, and then we can continue. I'm just going to take a sip of water myself. So because this is an EFT where we really want to be bringing down that fear, let's mark on a scale of 0 to 10 to begin with of how extreme that fear is. So if it's very, very, very extreme, where you're actually, like I said before, avoiding certain situations, or going in the opposite direction, or it's causing a lot of worry and a lot of anxiety, it's going to be right up there on a 10. And if you don't have any fear at all about the situation, pretty chill, pretty cool, then you might want to find something else to tap on. There's plenty of other things for you to work on, which it's great that you don't have any fear at all. What I will say as well, fear is very natural. It's important for us to have a certain amount of fear, because certain amount of fear keeps us safe. It's very much a survival mechanism. But in the world we're living in right now, it's really been knocked out, definitely knocked out of balance, where fear can come into situations where there isn't any danger at all. It's just that we're stuck in this fight or flight. So there's no shame or guilt around feeling fearful about a situation. This is just about bringing it back into perspective and bringing it back into balance. And like I said, really empowering yourself at the same time. So if you're not familiar with EFT tapping, just copy what I do, follow along with what I do. And if at any point I say anything that does not resonate with you, or you don't want to say it for whatever reason, it's absolutely fine. Leave it out, replace it for something of your own if you like. The beauty of EFT tapping is you cannot get it wrong. It is very forgiving, so please don't get hung up on the words. So starting on the karate chop point, actually I think what we'll do is, first of all, is just tune in with our heart, because some really powerful medicine inside of us, and that is love. And then if we team that with deep breath and allow ourselves to come back to the present moment, that will help us to melt away our fear and melt away any worry. So what we could do before we actually go into the EFT is just tune in with our hearts and just take 3 deep breaths together. So nice deep breath in and release, and another nice deep breath in and release, and one more nice deep breath in and release. Okay, so taking full responsibility for yourself and for your well-being, starting on the karate chop point. Even though I have all this fear, and even though I have all this worry, and even though I have all this tension, and I feel so much tension in my body right now, I choose to take this time today to honor how I feel and deeply and completely love and accept myself. And maybe even perhaps begin to think about forgiving anyone else who has played a part in teaching me to be so fearful and worried in certain situations. So starting on the points, all this fear, all this worry, it's all consuming. I feel it in my body. My shoulders and my neck feel so tight. Holding on to so much tension. so much tension in my body. I feel so much stress. So much stress held in my body. My mind is working overtime. Coming up with a million different scenarios. All the worst case scenarios. I have so much fear. This is all making me doubt myself. The fear and the worry. It's making me doubt my own abilities. This is so stressful. My heart is beating so fast. This makes the fear seem even worse. I have a really sicky, yucky feeling about this. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe in my body. It doesn't feel safe to be me right now. I don't feel confident. I don't feel confident about dealing with this situation right now. I have so much fear. So much worry. I am doubting myself. I doubt I can even do this. The fear is too much. Okay, so we're just going to stop, shake yourself out a little bit. Take some nice deep breaths. And release. Nice deep breath in. And release. And one more nice deep breath in. And release. So we're going to do another couple of rounds, just short rounds. So we'll start on the points again. All this worry and fear. All my doubts. All this stress and tension. All these thoughts and feelings. All these insecurities. The adrenaline is pumping. My mind is racing. So many worst case scenarios. The whole situation has sent me into panic. But what if there was another way? What if there was another way to handle this situation? I choose to take a moment to go into this fear and worry. What if the fear was trying to protect me? What if my fear has been trying to keep me safe? It's been trying to keep me safe this whole time. Trying to keep me out of situations where the fear feels I would have been in harm's way. So I'm going to put love into this feeling. Thank you, fear, for trying to keep me safe. But I now have decided to choose a different way. I choose to allow in more peace. And a more calming energy. And this will allow me to come at a situation or all situations from a better place. I open myself up to be more at peace. To accept how I feel. And not hold on to the fear. But to learn from it. To go deeper into it. Find love. To tune into my powerful medicine. Okay, let's shake ourselves off again. We're just going to do one more round just to get ourselves into that much more relaxed place, and then we can think about our fear again and see where it is on that scale. And if it is still pretty extreme, then just do more tapping on it until you feel that you can face your fear head on and move forward. So just do this last round now. Starting on the points again. I am allowing in calm. I am allowing in peace. I now realize by slowing everything down and by taking some deep breaths and by taking this time for myself right now, I am showing myself love. And I am showing myself self-care. I am worthy of my love. I am safe. It's safe to be in my body. It's safe to be me. And it's okay to be worried at times. And it's okay to be fearful sometimes. But by facing my fears, I not only achieve what I set out to achieve, I gain wisdom. Strength of character. And confidence too. I can do this. Even with fear. Even with worry. Even with doubts. The more love I pour into this, the more at peace I become. And the more I start to believe in myself again. I can do this. And I can do this well. I am not going to let the fear stop me. I'm not going to let it stop me anymore. It will no longer paralyze me or keep me stuck. I believe I can. I believe in myself, in mind, body, and spirit. Peace. So I hope that has helped you today. I hope you're feeling more at peace now, more relaxed, more calm, and in a place where you feel a little bit more confident in yourself and being able to go and face your fear head on. And if you're not quite at that place, then like I said, just keep tapping until you've brought that scale right down to a 0 and you're feeling more confident. this is definitely one that you can keep coming back to, or tweak and modify and make the words suit whatever it is that you've got to face. Maybe tap on the actual situation until you're feeling more confident. So I'm going to leave that with you today. I am sending you so much love. I am wishing you a truly amazing day, whatever you decide to do, whatever you're up to. And I hope to see you again very, very